Well folks, it's Saturday the 10th of May 2026, so I'm heading on a day trip to Millport in Great Cumbria, which is the Isle of Cumbria. So I'm heading to Largs and then I'll get the ferry across to the Isle of Cumbria, or known as Great Cumbria. It's a rather fresh morning. A little chill in the air, but it's not too bad. I've still just got a t-shirt on. I've got a little raincoat with me just in case we get a few showers today. I'm heading on the 647 from Dumfries to Glasgow Central. Departure of Dumfries bang on time on this 0647 ScotRail Class 156 service to Glasgow Central. Dumfries signal box there. This is a 4-carriage train, so I'm in the front carriage. The rear three carriages at the back are a little bit busier, but always go to the front and you'll find you'll get a seat better. This line is known as the Glasgow South Western Railway, but it's also known as the Nith Valley line. And the station stops in this service will be Sanquhar, Kirkconnel, New Cumnock, Auchinleck, Kilmarnock, Kilmaurs, Stewarton, Dunlop, Barrhead, and then finally Glasgow Central. Heading through the Dunlop tunnel just above Thornhill. This is just short of a mile long, this tunnel. It's the longest on this line. See the River Nith there, and the A76. Follow much of the A76 as far as Kilmarnock. You pretty much follow most of it. We are approaching our first station stop, Sanquhar.
We are now approaching Sanquhar. Please mind the gap when leaving the train.
A light here for the Southern Upland Way.
The next stop is Kirkconnel. We are now approaching Kirkconnel. Please mind the gap when leaving the train.
Kirkconnel.
This is Kirkconnel. This train is for Glasgow Central. The next stop is Cumnock. The next stop is Cumnock.
Approaching New Cumnock.
We are now approaching Cumnock. Please mind the gap when leaving the train. This is Cumnock. This train is for Glasgow Central. The next stop is Auchinleck. The next stop is Auchinleck.
Auchinleck next.
We are now approaching Auchinleck. Please mind the gap when leaving the train. This is Auchinleck. This train is for Glasgow Central. The next stop is Kilmarnock. The next stop is Kilmarnock.
Mossgill Tunnel, the second of the two tunnels on the Glasgow South Western Railway. Kilmarnock.
We are now approaching Kilmarnock. Please mind the gap when leaving the train. train is for Glasgow Central. The next stop is Kilmaurs. The next stop is Kilmaurs. Speak to the member of staff and check British Transport Vehicle 6106. Please stop there. Clear, go.
So we're now on a single section of track between Kilmarnock and Kilmaurs. And there's no platform on this side, obviously, with it being on the single section of track.
This is Kilmaurs. This train is for Glasgow Central. The next stop is Stewarton. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform as you leave the train. The next stop is Stewarton. Customers are reminded that their tickets and smart cards must be validated before boarding the train.
We're back onto the double track now.
We are now approaching Stewarton. Please mind the gap when leaving the train. This is Stewarton. This train is for Glasgow Central. The next stop is Dunlop. Please mind the gap between the next stop is Dunlop.
Dunlop.
This is Dunlop. This train is for Glasgow Central. The next stop is Barrhead. Please mind the gap. The next stop is Barrhead. We are now approaching Barrhead. Please mind the gap when leaving the train.
They electrified the line between Barrhead and Glasgow Central a couple of years ago. It's a shame they didn't electrify it all the way down to Kirkconnel via Dumfries.
This is Barrhead. This train is for Glasgow Central. The next stop is Glasgow Central. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. The next stop is Glasgow Central. I can see something that's wrong with this. Seat the member of staff protect the transport switchboard and run over the Please exit here,
That's Nith's Hill there. We run non-stop from Barrhead to Glasgow Central now. It's a nice journey up from Dumfries to Glasgow Central on the Glasgow South Western Railway, also known as the Nith Valley Line. East Hill and Darnley. Cannon's Head. That line there branches off to East Kilbride. Pollock Shaw's West, a light there for the Burrell collection. And Pollock Country Park. Crossmalooth. Pollock Shields East there. The Academy field making final approach into Glasgow Central railway station. Crossing the River Clyde into Glasgow Central railway station, where this journey will be coming to an end. That's other side there.
We are now approaching Glasgow Central. Please mind the gap when leaving the train. That was a good journey up to Glasgow Central on ScotRail Class 156 service. So I'm now heading for the train to Largs at 8:45.
So I'll end this video here, and the next one will be of the train journey from Glasgow Central to Arts. In fact, I'll go this way. There's a just quick look at Glasgow Central Station. You can't get out in these two exits still because of the fire. But anyway, I'm now going to head to the train to Largs. I've better not hang about too much. Still, I've got about 7 minutes. I did say I was going to end this video before, so I'll now end this video here, and there'll be a part 2 to this, and probably a part 3 as well. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all in the next one.